Hello, I am Mike of Neil of Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. My moon orbiter is heading towards Minmus, which is that little thing down there. It must be said that my orbit is clearly a little bit confused. Let's bring back our user interface. So I'm about 4 hours away from the sphere of influence change. Assuming that the sphere of influence change is in fact going to happen when I think it's going to happen, which is not entirely clear. I can only assume that basically Minmus's the pull of gravity of Minmus is so small that it's not, the game isn't quite sure if I'm going to get caught by it or not. But hopefully that is what is going to happen. We are in fact going to get there. How far are we now? 21 minutes. Now I'm going to warp to 3 minutes because that's what the warp to SOI does. And now finally we seem to have settled ourselves down, which is quite good. That's interesting. That doesn't look to be. That doesn't look to be. I've said put it on the peri, and that doesn't seem to be quite the periapsis. But that could just simply be me not quite understanding what's going on. So we are going to spend a certain amount of delta V going in a really weird direction. I may wait until the... there we go. So this looks to be what we're going to be ending up with, and I suspect that is not in space low. But it's only going to cost me 185 delta V. And that's going to do something interesting where it doesn't seem to be any particularly sure whether or not I'm going to 2 minutes and a bit. Yeah, I've now lost the apoapsis or the periapsis. I have confused it. So that's 215 delta V. Now I'm not too sure about. I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to need to get back. So perhaps I'm not too worried about this. Not quite sure when you start to get what. Right. No, I think I've realised what's going on. What I'm not seeing, I'm not actually seeing actual Minmus in there. So when I lost the periapsis, what I actually meant was the periapsis would have been inside Minmus, which is possibly not good. So we're going to go for that one, I think. Should really find out what counts as in space high and in space low. I am desperately hoping that the amount of delta V I'm going to have is going to be enough to get back. Otherwise, I'm going to have problems, obviously. Right, how far are we away? Right, let's zoom ahead a little bit and see whether or not the encounter happens as it is meant to. And whether does my orbit suddenly become extremely weird, which has happened before. Okay, yes, there we go. My orbit is now over here, which is where Minmus is. That's That orbit is about as polar. Can I get it slightly more polar? I can get it a bit more polar. That's not helping in any way whatsoever. Make sure that it's on the periapse. I thought it wasn't. I thought it might not be on the peri. So I don't think I can get it. All I can do is twist it around. So we'll just get rid of that. We'll just go with that and see what that gives us. Right, so that peri is going to be 64. I would like a bit more, a bit less peri, I should say. I'm going to go with that and hope that I've not done something foolish. So we'll add that in and then zoom towards it. And I will remember that, in fact, I was going to do some science at some point. But I have time, so it's all right. If nothing else, I can just go round again. This is definitely in space high, because as it says there, in space high. And we will zoom ahead a little bit. How long was it going to take? About 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just ease our way a little bit. Right. Now we can science. So let's bring this up. So crew reports. You note the radio fails to transmit when set to the off position. 12.5 science. Doop. Pressure, log pressure data. 30 science. The instrument reads 0. It's as if it was in a vacuum. Temperature. Measuring temperature of space piece has been quite possible. I thought I had crowdsourced science. Maybe I forgot to put that in. You feel like eating the goo. That's going to be 25 science. Oh, I had a key for all this, don't I? The samples react to lack of an atmosphere, 62.5 science. So now we go to EDA. Get ourselves into orbital. I'm not quite sure what camera mode we're in before. Take data, store experiments. EDA report. Looks so small, yet so delicious. 20 science. Collect data, remove, restore, and we'll grab it from here as well. And I am close enough to just grab that. So that was pretty cool. Now the question is, am I going to at any point count as in space low? I am close enough, clearly, that I can't warp that quickly, which is a tad irritating. Never mind. Can't remember if there's a thing in the map view. That theoretically could tell you like I select that, and I go to the planet, and it's like, oh, tell me about Minmus. Oh, do I want this? Yeah, planet characteristics. Yeah, it'd be nice if at in space high and in space low, you could find out about there. Let's move forward a bit more. No, it looks like I'm going to always count as in space high. That is exceedingly aggravating. That means this trip isn't going to be as science-filled as I would have liked. So I can get, I can EVA again, but I don't think that gives me anything else, because I'm just over Minmus. And the crew report is again apparently I can have both of them. Oh, I suspected that means I've got a... Well, that's aggravating. I'm not comfortable in trying to get even closer, because I'm not sure I've got enough delta V to get back and fiddle about. So... Am I picking the right place to do this? When would be the best time to... Whee! I may have a problem. Okay. No, I want map view again. I still want to be map view. That's what I want, plus orbit, minus orbit. No, that's not helping me at all. Oops. Go to that. So I can leave Kerbin's sphere of influence, which I don't want. That would be bad. What I'm waiting for, I think, is for... What do I want? Surely... No, that is very much not what I want to happen. It might be that what I want, I need to wait until because I'm polar. I may want to wait until that the plane of that is in a different plane to where Kerbin is. So that I'm going around that way, and Kerbin's over there, and then I can... Yes, I think what I need to wait until is that my plane of orbit matches the plane of Minmus's orbit, and that is going to take a while, and I can't zoom all that far. I'm not going to get that much science out of this trip, actually, just slightly that way. Right. Also, that's a stupid number that I can't actually do, and that's not helping me. So Ah, you're being aggravating. Come on, let me grab the thing. Oh, that's entirely what I wanted. Okay, so that's going to give me an orbit into... Oh, what just happened? Right, so that is not helping me that much, being there. So let's right click that and see what that does. That seems to be getting me in the order of where I want to be. But I need to get obviously a lot closer in. Let's go up to 10. Oh, started getting the wrong way there. Okay, so how much have I got left? What is my delta V? Okay, I've got a fair amount, that's alright. So let's try, instead of clicking and dragging the thing, I'll click and drag. There we are! Now that's likely to be good. So, let's... Oh, going the wrong way. I'll go... Can I do this? Right, focus Kerbal. So my periapsis at this point would be 54. Oh! Fantastic, I'm an idiot. I hit the shift key, which is stupid. So I added some delta V. Okay, right. So I'm a moron. That's good to know. Right, what can I do to fix this? I wonder. Well, I still have my. It's claiming that my maneuver currently will get me there anyway. Help. Right, so currently I'm going to smash into Kerbal. That's not helping at all. Well, I now currently I now have a Kerbal periapsis of. That is my current Kerbal periapsis. So I currently am already, according to this, getting back with actually still quite a lot of, with some delta V left. I've used a lot of delta V. I'm an idiot and I have caused myself problems. So we're going to get rid of that maneuver. We're just going to deal with that one. And I'm going to find out whether or not I die horribly next time. So thank you very much for watching. I don't know what I was thinking there. I knew hitting shift and tab was a stupid idea and I did it anyway. Never mind. I seem to have something resembling a return trajectory anyway. I have some delta V which I might be able to use to change whether that's if that's too shallow, which it probably is. But with any luck, we'll survive anyway. So let's get that. And anyway, thanks so much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. Come visit Neil Off Dice and neilofdice.com. We're also available on Facebook and on Twitter, which you can find links to in the show notes and on the video description. And until next time, reach for the stars.